Hello guys, please subscribe my channel and press the bell icon for more videos. Bye.
Hello everyone, I am Lucky from Nepal. Today I am going to discuss about everything you need to know to come to USA in student visa. There are 6 aspects you should know. The first one is academics. The second one is GRE. Third one is TOEFL. Fourth one is applying colleges or choosing the universities. Fifth one is application processing. And the last one is interview. Today I am going to discuss about the things you need to know. The first one is academics. In academics, you should know that you should have a decent score, decent percentage, or decent GPA, whatever you have. Uh, what is the decent percentage or score? That depends on the universities you choose. That is, if you are choosing a highly reputed or ambitious college, then you should have a good score like 90% or above, or like 3.75 GPA or above. If you are in Nepal and choosing the average universities, I suggest you to apply to the universities only if you have the score of 75% or above. In academics part, you should know that you choose electives which are directly related to the universities you choose. Most of the universities you apply for structure ask the electives to be structure related, or if you are applying for transportation, then the electives should be transportation. And the other thing you should know is there is no limit of lower percentage, the percentage that you can apply or something like that. You can apply whatever you have percentage or GPA, but you should take care of that. You should apply to the universities which are parallel to your percentage. You should apply to the ambitious college if you have a good percentage. You should apply to the average universities if you have average percentage, and so on. And in the academic part, the good you are in academics, the good chances you have to be admitted, or you get the admission or scholarship. For the scholarship part, you should have a good decent score, that is for sure. And the second aspect now I'm going to talk about is GRE. In the GRE, there are two topics, that is quant and verbal. You should have a good score in both of them, or at least if you are coming to the universities for technological subjects like civil engineering or computer engineering and so on, then you should have at least good quant. You should have like above 159. And for other things like other courses like MBA and other non-engineering, non-technological subjects, you should do GMAT instead of GRE. In GMAT, you should get a good decent score that goes same as GRE to apply and to get scholarship and all the things. For paying process, you can have a good score or decent score that meets the cutoff point of the other universities. Now I want to make you remind that you should have at least one of the two things good. That is, you should either have good GRE score or good academics. If you have both, then that is good, of course. Now in GRE also, you should take care of the cutoff limit. When you are applying to the universities, don't randomly apply to the universities. First go to their website, check the cutoff limit. If your GRE score is above the cutoff limit, then apply. Otherwise don't bother to apply, they will reject you for sure. Then other aspect, that is third aspect, that is TOEFL. There is also cutoff for TOEFL in every universities. Like some universities have cutoff of speaking, that is you should have a minimum score of 23 in the speaking, otherwise you are rejected, and so on. So be careful of that cutoff point so you don't get your money wasted. And in the TOEFL 2, you have a cutoff of 1979 points. And the thing is, you should do either GRE, GMAT, or SAT, whatever, for your level of study. For bachelor student, you should do SAT. For master's student, you should do either GRE or GMAT. You should have a decent TOEFL score to be here. You can do either TOEFL or IELTS, but at least bother to go to their websites and check what is the cutoff limit, what is the requirement. Some of the universities accept IELTS, otherwise most of them in USA accept TOEFL. So be careful about that. You don't want to get yourself in trouble with that thing too. And another aspect is applying colleges, choosing universities. I suggest you to choose two ambitious or more universities, two average or medium universities, and two unranked or low ranked universities. It's per your academics and GRE scores. Be careful about that. If you have a high score, you can choose six ambitious universities, otherwise you have to choose six low ranked universities. Be careful about that, so that you don't want to waste your money unnecessarily. During the application process, during the applying and choosing universities, it is hard to choose universities. One of the good criteria thing you should know is you can download a page which has a cutoff limit of GRE of each universities, so that you can choose universities accordingly. Now I'll go to the fifth process, that is application process. Application process is not that hard. The filling form process is not that hard. Filling the form you can do in a day, or 1 to 2 or 3 to 4 hours. The hardest part, I would say, is getting a good written SOP, LOR, and last one is money. Now SOP, you should have a good SOP to get into the universities. They will read your SOP and get through your mind. So you should have a good SOP. You should choose the words carefully. You can go to the consultancies to get a good SOP, but I did mine by myself. So you can do by yourself, choosing the right words from the GRE you have already read, and so on. Now the second part, that is LOR, letter of recommendation. In letter of recommendation thing, you should know that you tell a professor, then he will respond you, but it will take weeks to be weeks that he sent your letter of recommendation to the universities. So be careful about that. At least tell him every day, remind him about your thing, so he sends it quickly. And another thing is, while choosing the professor, choose the professor who responds you quickly and who has the good designation, so that it reveals your character too. And during application process, you have to fill the application fee. That is hard for most of us because we don't have the credit card of USA or recognized countries. So you can either take help from your brother or seniors who are here, or you can go to the bank and deposit the money, but it will take like extra rupees 500 or more, so it will be easy for you to choose someone who is already here. The main other thing is mailing the professor. While you apply to the universities, at least go to their websites and read all the things, and find your professor's name and email, and try to do the conversation with them. At least read their articles and research works, so that they feel like you are interested to work with them. That will help you. How? That is the thing. If professor accepts you, there is no one who can stop you to be here. So the main thing that is good for you is mailing the professor again and again, and almost every professor of every university you apply, so that it will be easy for you to get in here. That is a helpful method. Another helpful thing you have to get in your mind is contacting the seniors or brothers who are already here, who can be very much helpful for you. Like if you get into the admission process, the professors may contact the Nepalese student here and ask about you. So if you already contact them and get to know them, then they will certainly tell you the good thing about you to the professors, so that your image will be good and you will get scholarship. So I am here concentrating you to apply to the universities as per your academics background and GRE TOEFL. And lastly, about the interview thing, certainly I am not going to tell you about that thing today. If I get good response in this video, if most of you like this video, I will proceed on and I will tell you what is the interview. And I'll certainly put the interviews of my friends who are here already too. I'll put like 4 to 5 interviews or more, so that it will be easy for you in the interview process. So summarizing everything, I told you about academics, that is you should have a good academic score. Second one, GRE, that is you should have a good GRE score too. Either one of them should be good of yours. Third one is TOEFL. Then I discussed about the applying colleges and choosing universities thing, and then the application process, and lastly I didn't describe you about interview. I'll do that on my next video. And feel free to contact me in the comment section. You can comment any questions you have. I will respond you as quickly as possible. And please do like, comment, share and subscribe.